Hello everyone, and we are back. So, last time. We did a quick little side job where we dealt with some people, another chunk of town who was stealing from the Cruise Bazaar. But we resolved the situation without excessive bloodshed. It was a short stream, because the next mission is going to involve excessive bloodshed. This time, we are going to have whole new meanings to the expression "keeping it quiet," of which have been heretofore before unheard of. I was tempted to have the stream title be a reference to the Mercenary Solutions sketches from Loading Ready Run. Also, I have no idea why Twitch tags Shadowrun Returns there we go. As a VR game. It's not VR. That like automatically has it so it's a casual playthrough. I guess whether it was like, oh, it's a VR game. I can't drop the tag. Buyback tip, because I'm a cool dude. I'm a nice dude like that. Alright. I think I'll do like bunch more side quests that have been locked around this time. But some of those are going to wait until after he's engaged in some blatant overkill. Pharma Laboratory Complex. We need you because we're going to need medical attention. We need you because we're going to kill a lot of people. So that one's. I like having Nerve Bolt as a debuff. Oh, you're like a super melee person. I'm a Decker. I don't need another Decker. You say, hey, I can be a rigger, but man, you don't have any. Perks they can equip. And you know what? Honestly, I need your additional healing ability. Let's stick with Core Crew. The client hired you to tie up loose ends at the site of a botched cloak and dagger operation. One of their operatives from a failed mission has been captured by Knight Errant security forces, and it's only a matter of time before he talks. Your job is simple. Kick in the door, find the operative, and put a bullet in his guts before he can spill them. Presumably this is where I'd go to equip to swap your gear out with the rig. Oh well. Well, let's go. You're set. Find the rigger, kill the rigger. Objectives. Cover scenario of the Shearing Pharma AG lab looks normal enough. The synth lever couch is obviously designed for more for appearance and for comfort. The blue steel walls are gently illuminated with energy-efficient recessed lighting. All in all, is a perfect example of typical corporate design sensibilities. It's planned, generic, and safe. An overturned house plant is the only sign that something might be amiss in the lab ahead. You ready for this, boss? According to what Air Fuchs told us, the entire complex will be crawling with hard security. It's going to be a hell of a fight. Well, let's do this. Hey, I got Overwatch now. And you don't have Overwatch. Oh, that didn't work as planned. Not much damage. Okay. Wow, missed. Got it. That's what I wanted. And it's a turn, heal yourself, you took some damage, but... I debuff you. And that's this room taken care of. Hopefully, actually taken care of. Let's save my game before I go diving. No ESPs yet. You're some tough boys there. That's why I went that way. Alright, a little dinged up, should be alright. And heal myself up. I appreciate them grouping themselves up like that. And security camera control is available. Or not. Sparky, you are my first priority. Actually, road you. There. Security camera, mine. Evidence there. Door there. Don't know what's behind that room. Security cam there. More goons in that room. Sentry guns there. Let's see if we can pwn the sentry guns. Yeah, that's pretty good. And a combat truck upgrade? Sure. Oop. Alright. That is a good question. We will handle that in my turn. Especially once we've cleared the room. I think that was bad. I keep forgetting she has her, I think she has her boosters. Ah, crap. Actually, I did want to swap the nitro. That was a mistake. Oops. Nice. He's not acting next turn. And that's this room done. But his chest looks like table looks like a janitor. His chest and stomach could have been brutally torn open. This door is locked. I forget, was there a keyboard shortcut for highlight interactable objects to the environment? Nope, no such luck. Almost kitty. Okay, it's alright, it's a little bit too far. Oh crap. Hi. Those are 3 actions, good news. Oh, so much for that. Now that's me being in a bad way. Did I mark you? Yes, I did. I want to move here, out of harm's way. be here? Change position and really? Nice. Okay. Okay, crap. You're in a bad way. You fall back over here. So you get healed. There. Okay. That was a fight, and we're still not even close to done yet. Because sounds over there. We have those 2 sentry guns, and I would like to take them under control, please. Nope, the door is locked, and I can't open it. The body of his operating table has been torn to pieces. The dual arms of an autosurgeon are the obvious culprits. Is there a way I can avoid the obvious freaking ambush? Like what I'd like to do. Okay. Frick, what happened in there? Well, fine. Let's mark the Conjurer. away from the elevator! Ow, that hurt. There we go. Check there. Ouch. This is why I really killed Conjurer. Armor damage. The mage. Oh, my big, really good long-range shot. Tiger's still in really good shape, because he's basically been engaging from a distance. You need further healing. That works. I want to take control of them, but I'll live with this. This room is clear. Yes, presumably if I brought the rigger, he could be taking control of the turrets. Well. So, above courses, the bodies are all dressed in high-quality ballistic armor. Oh boy. Too late, they're here. Fast response team inbound. Hold until the reinforcements arrive. Oh crap. We really don't want the reinforcements to arrive. That is a Decker terminal. That is my primary objective. And that is a very defensible position I can put myself in. Oh, I can use those hellhounds against them. Okay, that works too. Alright, we are not going to have you rush into melee because we need to hold the position and keep me defended here. Good, we're not clustered this time either. Conjurer, drop them fast. Okay, so Conjurer's got to go fast because otherwise that spirit's going to make my life hell, as we saw upstairs. Going in. Dragon Slayer idle. And in Dragon Slayer's favor. Almost kitty. Crap, I didn't get the lucked out in time. Damn. Well, so much for that. Okay. Alright, I got too many people for... You really should focus your attention on those basilisks, man. You're dead next round, so I'll fire you next. Don't shoot at me. Shoot at the basilisks. They've actually killed more. There we go. Someone has a bright idea that maybe the basilisks are already a really dangerous threat. Get myself first, and then... Well... did the side objective, but I got some extra pay data, so hey. Alright, that Grenadier is a pain in the ass, and now... That's what I wanted to do! Damn it! You know what, that works. Spreads me out the team a little more. There. You. Stop shooting grenades at me! Pay attention to like the whole. Okay, never mind. Basilisk dead. Moot point. There's you. Oh, caster, crap. Right, done with you. So we can cost you some AP. Now you're making some tough decisions. Yep, that you are just holding your action. Which is fine. There. The description your client gave you was your target, the rigger, Thorvald Einstead. It's even waving a pendant plastic in the cell door. From where you're standing, the scene is eerily silent. He had a rough go of things. One of his eyes went black and his lower lip was put wide open. Not particularly surprising considering the temperament of his captors. Only incongruous here is his outfit. He's decked out head to toe in patched black riding leathers. A pair of oversized studded combat boots shine in the halogen glare of the cell's lighting panels. His style of dress is obvious this dwarf is not a corporate employee. He's a Shadowrunner. This is some corporate boon, boss. Look at him. He's one of us. Glory shudders, behold your silence. Dietrich lays a hand on the bare metal of Glory's shoulder. She flinches but only barely. When he speaks, the voice is soft. There, but with the grace of God, eh, love? Glory's eyes remain fixed on the rigger, who continues to hammer impotently on the door of his cell. Something like that. Both eyes open, the stench of stale sweat assaults your nostrils. Instead steps forward, the bloody lips curled into a smile, the soles of his boots squeak on the polished tile floor. Free at last, thank Christ. Didn't think his smile widens into a sickly grin. Tarzan teeth shine within the light. Didn't think I'd warn a rescue. Whoever sent you, thank him for me. Air Fuchs is disappointed with you. His eye right and raised his trembling hand in surrender. Whoa there, Chief. I don't know what your time told you. Not too early, got a lot of people killed. Ask me about the bullshit, man. Supposed to, like always. That bastard's bad intel that got us hung out to dry. Sounds familiar. Please hear me out. I promise to make it worth your while if you do. Sorry, Strikes. Couldn't hurt to hear what he has to say. The class from and sign his application. Talk. Alright, okay. So we go in, right? Me and my team. We're just doing what Tina told us to do. Oh, I don't have Etiquette Shadowrunner. Mention farm our screening contract team for the place. Prize when the KE response team will kick the door and unload it on us. Every run shows point. Have you run a job that went south? Yes, I have. Why is it you have? No different than you are, pal. It's bad luck to get a job from the wrong client. Skeptical, I get that. Can't blame you for it either. You only be from Adam. But I know one thing that you will understand. I'd like to offer you a trade. A little toy hidden away. You can stash before those knight errant prooks took me. My own design, one of a kind. I call it Pain Inducer. Great A fun for the runners, everything, and I guarantee you'll never find another. Living is all yours. I'll put a fucking ribbon on it for you. Don't disappear, never bother to you again. Scout's honor. Even if we'd consider going off mission, she shoots you significant glance, which we wouldn't. Do you all think we'd sacrifice our professional payday and a 50,000 yen payday for personal integrity and a 50,000 yen payday for a trinket? Now, I can match it. We live and they'll pay your wage plus the educer. Hell, you can tell your client I'm dead and bill him too. Double your earnings. What do you think about that? What does it do? It reduces pain. It's a narrow wave microprojector, causes debilitating pain to target, screws electrical systems of drones and the like. Taser, only easy to use and meaner, and a whole lot more fun. Man, when you name this thing after something that comes out of the frickin' mirror universe, brah. Plus, there's the auto dock that got hacked. And a few other nasty things as well. This looks like your handiwork. Fucking with the auto dock with patience on, well, with the computerized surgical suite, when there's a patient on the table. Nuh-uh, no way. Like, that's not even like Corp Mad Science would be doing something like that crap. 15 grand. Pay well back with the cash my ring fung. Trust me, pal, I can pay the money. You help me out. I transfer it to you myself. We just need to get back to the room where I stashed my PDA. I don't like this. And I don't like you. Mike on the ground, his mouth is focused on an open silent scream. Good call. Count 0, we knew what we came here to do. Good for you for stepping up and doing it. Yeah. It's doesn't explicitly spell it out until you're on your way out. But the implication is strong that the guy went full Waingro. That's an elevator shaft with poison gas in it. The group is an Asian features. You obviously a vat job. The bands of cord and muscle that bulge under his sleeves with a distinctly store-bought look to him. When he speaks, his voice comes out in a gravelly rumble. My mind, Intrepid Crown Zero with no rigor in sight. I must admit, I am surprised. That makes two of us. Who are you? Our Fuchs chance up on you. With his recent experience with Shadowrunners, this should not come as a surprise. I will turn to him and report your task completed to my satisfaction. That got us out of a bad situation. Time to go. And I got a little pay data for an extra paycheck. We'll set an extra. The subway car is empty in the return trip to the cruise bazaar. The stretch of the sprawling U-bound tunnel system doesn't see much use. At least not this hour. As the train rails on, you find yourself lost in thought. Old memories creep unbidden to the forefront of your mind. Memories of Monica in the old days, the crew used to run with. Memories of success and failure, wealth and poverty, of good times and bad. Halfway of your cruise bazaar, you are jolted out of your reverie by a buzzing sound. Your comlink. You're receiving a call. Just take the call. Amsel. Count Zero, so I'm catching a good time. I'm on my way back. News, the absence of being in contact with another affected client. A rather associate woman of Aztalaner descent. She calls herself Frau Mueller. Not discuss the specifics of the job with me, but she would tell me that she's offering for this, what she's offering for the work. 36,000 new yen is best enough sum for justified consultation. Half an hour, if you're on the train back Cruise Bazaar, you should make it there with time to spare. I insisted the meeting would take place. It'd be a place in case you're choosing. Frau Mueller has agreed to this. Where should I meet her? Let's do it at the cafe. That's the other one other thing you should. Comlink cuts the static. One later, the lights of the U-Bahn car flicker and wink out. You hear the grinding sound. Here's the sound of steel on steel, and the train grinds to a halt. Most stations lost power. Just find my fuse box. I got fuse is good. Inspect. Squatters. Med kit. Fuse box. Track, the light track X remains red. Boom, there we go. So dark, this weakness area, you can barely see your hand in front of your face. Lovely. Close the door. Your door pops open. Grenade, that can get sent to my stash. The breaker. Oh, shoot. Well, it's... Oh, bub. You picked on the wrong team of runners. I'm hit! Yes! Yes, you are. Damn. One down. And oh crap. That is actually really awesome. Run in the room, gets shot by like 3 guys at once. And then his buddy comes like, ha, I will, you're bunched together, I will grenade you. And then grenade my buddy too, because I'm that stupid. And now you get carved. Oh, mage. We missed a mage. Then knocked you out. There we go. And that's everybody. Remember the bridge extended. That's fair. Back to bridge. And board the train. The red trip was uneventful, but one thing is clear. Someone is hunting you. This ambush was no chance gang warfare, but an organized attempt in your life. Green Winter was right. Then whoever killed him is now after you. The PDA you retrieved from your attackers may hold some answers. It's time to return to your safe house and consult Paul M's cell. Alright. First things first, I need to level up my charisma a bit more. Shadowrunner. I'm point to dodge just to reduce my chance of getting hit. All right. Okay. Hello, Brian. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Okay. Ah, you're a spammer. Sorry. I haven't had one of you in a while. Alright. Find the sewer maintenance man. Because there's one more side quest I can take right now. We're getting too far into anything else. Okay, Gunari. There you go. Maintenance worker, side quest. Hey man, sorry to bother you, but I could use some help over here. I'll make a little scratch, shouldn't take long. What's up? Well, me and my buddy Victor are called him next Keats over. Something wrong with the sewers around here. The local plumbers and mechanics are useless. Vic and I talked to him. I tried to give us a maintenance schedule for your sewer pumps. They scratched their heads at us. Just said that the machinery down there just took care of itself. My best guess is the pumps have shut down. Happens from time to time without proper maintenance. When the pumps shut down, the waste started piling up and is causing some pretty major overflow problems downstream. Listening? Victor went down the sewers to get stuff out of the truck. When I came back, well, I was about to climb down there, and then heard these awful streams. They went on, and then they just stopped. I froze up. Really shit myself, to be honest. Don't know what to do, but I had to go down there. Not after that. The problem is something basic. A clog that needs to be cleared, something like that. We started the pumps to take care of it. But no goddamn way am I going in there. You do the job for me, I'll give you the new yen we were paid for it. I don't need it. You can have it all. I can live without the money, but someone's got to fix those pumps before I can leave. I'll do it. Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, I'm gonna ban you. Sorry, mate. I like having viewers, don't like having spammers. We love Saber Charm. We find Victor. Well, if he's still alive down there, tell him I'm sorry. Okay, so it's about 8 o'clock. How long have I been doing? How long have I been running? I can do one more. Dr. Paul first. Okay. Iger proved my accent in the last quest. Iger off Shadowrun, count 0. The last run. Nice change of pace, simple job, straightforward objective. You know, the day the whole thing was pretty wet numbers. The breaker died, we got paid, everyone went home happy. It's a win in my book. Do you trust me? Yeah, I do. You've earned that much. I'm always great at your decisions, Count 0, but you've proven your competence. Not only fair for me to acknowledge it. Happy to your team. This again? Why do you care, Count 0? But you cleared your way, you should be with them, and a good leader places party and knowing his team. I'll tell you, suppose you deserve to know. Top dose was Hoffman. He was a rookie, a kid on some big money corporate exec. Looked good on paper, he made it through the KSK training, he was technically qualified to join a team. But he was way too OW! This Patacon missed a jump there. Way too green to fit in with ours. Still, he wanted to be a hero, and is kind enough cloud to get him an assignment of his choosing. Not too many strings Hoffman's daddy had to pull to get him assigned to our team, but he pulled them. Hoffman became our 9th squad mate, despite Metzger's objections. Anyway, flash forward a few weeks. We were closing in on one of the Russian mob's major traffic operations. They've been using a set of series of warehouses 50 miles from the border as a staging area for their convoys. Women and girls from Eastern Europe being housed there. When the convoys came, they'd be crammed into cargo containers and hauled across the border to Germany. Go to any brothel along the border and have a look around. Chances are you'll find a few girls who spend some time in those warehouses. Slovakians, Hungarians, Poles, you name it. The mob has been struggling with them for decades. We're in a position to derail operation, and we weren't going to let our new additions slow us down. Get them by surprise and hit them hard. Fletcher and Braun managed to take down the Banshee they had controlling the site. Wolf had reconnaissance drones overhead providing battle attack feeds to the rest of us, and we picked off their gunmen one by one. They had numbers on us, but didn't know where to hit us. We had eyes in the sky, and we had covered in concealment. Every time they thought they had a fix on us, we'd shift positions and hit them again. They might as well have been fighting ghosts. Then Hoffman broke cover and gave away our position, and after that, all hell broke loose. Wolf went down first. The sound of it will haunt me the rest of my day as an explosion, a choke scream, this long, drawn-out, gurgling sound. When he died, his drones went down with him, and there are too many hostiles to track without them. I'm explaining the gory details. Suffice to say, my team was wiped out. Iger's face clouds again. You can see the tears beginning to well in her eyes. I watched Metzger die. With visible effort, she climbs down her emotions and calms herself. When she speaks again, her voice is flat. I took my 3 rounds myself. I had to drag myself back across the Oder-Nesser line into Germany. I almost died. So that's the story. My KSK career died with the end of our team. Mission illegal, after all, off the books. There's no going back for me, so I wound up here. Did that tell you everything you wanted to know, Fearless? She looks in the eye. Her tone is impassive. Did that tell you everything you wanted to know, Fearless Leader? Are you satisfied now? Yes. Thank you, Iger. So tell me, what's your takeaway from our tale of woe? I figured out to have one. He was new to the team, but I'm not Hoffman. Yeah, she nods. I know that. But you are right to a point. I might have judged you too harshly because of Hoffman. But everything else that I said was justified. Dating command this team was a hasty decision, made for the wrong reasons. I stand by that assessment. Between now and then, I've been watching you like a hawk, and you've grown, Count Zero. You weren't the right choice to lead before. I still believe that, but you are now. Thanks. Until next time. Dialogue chain completed. So that will hopefully get me unlock a story quest for Iger later. How are you doing? Last run. Isn't much to say. Spot study mode, but we're continuing. I think we should have given Thorvald a chance to prove his claims. Waiting a few minutes to kill him wouldn't have harmed anything. That said, I understand what you did. That was job was to kill him. We all knew that when we signed on. She shrugs. We're one step closer to paying Alice's fee. In the end, that's all that really matters. Scrum, getting there will be some time. That's what will come when they do. I'm not going to mention that. Not okay. You do Dragon Monster purpose. Make you continue. That's true. Feeling discomfort is better than feeling nothing at all. Once you've been talking to listen, done. No complaints, no arguments. We'll see what happens. Deal. Alright. Starting to stare, keeps back to the corner. A moment later, she's locked away in her own eye again, reliving memories she thought filed away. So after days after my 14th birthday, I began to express magically. Remember, just a quick reminder for those, if you're watching this archive and you didn't see the last little exposition dump. Her dad is a heavy anti-meta bigot. Well, it was. Glory just does have her with the body, not anymore. Long pause before Glory became more animated. Anyway, I turned 14. I awakened. Don't remember my parents found out about it anymore. I think my dad found me playing with the tiny city spirit I coaxed to the pile of garbage, something like that. Everything happened afterwards, those days are kind of a blur. Do you remember is my father's response to the revelation that his little girl was a witch, a hexit. He beat the living shit out of me with his fists, and his belt, and the claw hammer that he grabbed at the toolbox. All the while my mother was screaming and failing at him. She took a couple looks at the hammer too. There's a miracle you survived. It was lucky, I guess. However, Dad stopped shooting me with a hammer. I had broken ribs, a busted arm, see on my left eye, and my entire right side was covered with one giant bruise. I was bleeding all over the place, making a real mess of the carpet. The old bastard spat on me, his bleeding, crying daughter. He spat on me and told me that was des Teufels Hui, the devil's whore. They kicked me out of the house. Flying away, my father said that if he or any of his cruiser brothers saw me again, they'd treat me as the Berlin chapter treats the enemies of God. We're not familiar with the cruisers here in Berlin. With heretics, it's decidedly less pretty than my dad and his buddies did their victims. I got the hint, and the next morning I hitched a ride out of Stuttgart. A hospital. Oh, I did, run in Stuttgart. The local hospital commentary his dad gave me, there'd be questions, and I couldn't afford to stay in town any longer than I had to. Even my dad wound up getting arrested for beating me. The rest of the local cruise raiders would have found me, and I wound up skinned alive and thrown in the Neckar. I wound up in Tübingen. I figured it'd be a safe enough place to find medical attention and maybe call home. It's not far from Stuttgart. There's a huge student community I figured I could blend into, and the university there has a decent magic department. My ride dropped me up at the university hospital, and they patched me up pretty good. Had some questions for me about how I got beaten up, but I lied and told them I'd been mugged, which played nicely into my complete lack of cash, credit, and identification. Glory pauses for a moment, looks down at the floor, then fixes her eyes on you. She is visibly tense. I'm going to fast forward the next few years. I was a kid in the street, doing the best I could, doing whatever I had to do. The rest we can leave up to imagination. Good? Good. Good. Glory's tense jaw waxes somewhat, and the tension drains out of her shoulders. Thanks. Anyway, I got you lived from the street for a few years, got used to being hungry all the time, got used to being rained on, got by. Faintly aware that I had magical talents, but without any training or guidance, I didn't really know how to use or develop them. Truth be told, they scared me, so I more or less ignored them. So it sort of went like that until a few days after my 17th birthday. Then I met Marta, and everything changed. Marta was a street girl. I took her for a street kid like me. Her clothes were a little ratty, but she seemed comfortable being near me. She also looked well fed and happy, and those were two things that I hadn't been in years. We started hanging out, and before I knew what was happening, I was in love. I think there's genuine attraction between Marta and me. I think. But I also think a lot of my attraction for her came from the fact that she was the first person in years to give a damn about me. She cared, and I loved her for that. Glory pauses. She looks flustered, her composure cracked. Marta told me about a place she'd been hanging around. She told me to join her there. It was called Führerstelle, the fireplace. It was sort of commune for dudes possessed youth. It turns a lot of the street kids I'd known over a few years had moved there. The way they disappeared, I assumed they'd been kidnapped or killed or gone back to their parents, but there they were. I remember being kind of angry about this. Like, how did everyone but get the memo about this but me? Marta calmed me down. She was good at helping me work through my feelings, and I wound up following her to Führerstelle. The street kid, this is basically paradise. The owner of a guy named Harrow set this little farm just outside of Tübingen in the Schönwald forest. Schönwald is officially a nature park, but not many people go there nowadays. Too much fear of paranormal animals, I guess. Nearly a park lot, but it was plenty big enough for us to hide in. It was also safe and pretty, and the farm was well stocked with food. More importantly, Führerstelle gave us a sense of community and stability that we've never had in the street. We loved Harrow for that. He came like a surrogate father to us. It sounds almost like a commune, but the other shoe is going to drop. I feel it. Glory paused once again, and he recognized a distinctive flush in her cheeks. She seemed to have a reverence again. That's enough for now. I need to process all of this, and I don't want to continue forward until I've had the chance to do that. All this happened years ago, but I guess it's still pretty raw to me, so I want to ask you to give me some space for a while. She turns away, and the frost begins to creep back into her voice. We can pick it back up later. Dig it? Be less. Okay, got the sold pay data. 414. Pay data from the last job. And 4 new threads. Save the F state, running on SK. Massacre shot in the schoolhouse. Real that's a pretty headline, right? That's how the local news has been spilling it. The truth is the schoolhouse has been years ago and being used as a humanities recruitment and training complex. That's the job we just did! You were kidding me? My friend was going there after class and he said it was just a community center. Oh, maybe your friends are humanities, but that entire chap house got wiped clean. There probably some kids in there off the street who were just looking for a hot meal. Screw humanities for exploiting them, but they didn't deserve death. Good riddance those assholes. Those streets are a little safer now that they're all buried. Joining the humanities board, the place was totally wiped out. Volker Stahl was in charge of that brick house. Chapter house. Good riddance that piece of dreck. Heh. Just got offered a job to geek one of humanities' lieutenants. It seems Stahl is dead and the power struggle's already underway. Taking the job? Not my kind of work, but I gave the job an address to one of your tricks dead drops. Cheers, mate. Fish drinks the chummer who was doing some biz up there. The real story is humanities did not want to pay for services rendered. Some hired muscle got crazy and took them all out. That's a nice cover for it, and I will leave it that way. So the muscle side taking the whole place down will get the new yen back. Well, that's one way to make a living, I guess. Your friend to get screwed up in a new yen. I don't think humanities would be worth the bullets, especially that many of them. Time to rise up against the corporation is now! Fight for a free Berlin! You just followed up a fire mark? The war is over, and we won. Hard to imagine Berlin any freer. Maybe you just need to switch to decaf? As long as any corporation is active anywhere in the F state, we are all at risk. We must act! Corps are good for business and keep in their corners. Why do you think we would help you? How naive to think they will stay there forever. Don't you see they're taking the freedom we all hold so dear? Plans are being made across the F state. With the shadow community on our side, we shall prevail! Neo-revolutionary Atra. The F state has its own way of dealing with those that line. Take your politics somewhere else. Around here, we got bills to pay. That is the thing with the Shadow BBS. They are very mercenary. Because it is the Shadowland is frequented by mercenaries. Scheisse, what a thrill. I did do a simple data steal in the SK branch office, turned into an OK Corral shootout. Never seen first response team arrive that fast in my life. A Decker off-site running damage control managed to distract the second team to a different building while we jacked the tire the first team came in. Lesson learned. Simple when it comes to SK means something else. Giving Seder Krupp. You stole the corpse response vehicle? Don't they have trackers on those things? Of course they do. Dumped it off the side of the road with a prime grenade in the back seat just to be safe. Nice one. Brag my nearly failed run in SK. Is it worth them paying a Decker to backtrace your Shadowland account? Any idea what valuable data they were hiding in that branch office? No idea. Money was too good to take any chances with it. Safely delivered it. The transfer cleared. Alright. Farm a cleanup job. Excellent job, Count Zero. Credit to profession. I would not hesitate to hire you again. Your fee will be transferred to your account immediately. A moment later, a second message pops in your inbox. Your payment details. Alright. 15K total for the job. 4K deduction for salary. 1K ammo and resupply costs. 7.5K automatic deduction for Alice funds. And remainders into my account. Alright, so that's the briefing for that last one. Job directory. That's a story quest. I don't want to take that one yet. New messages. 300 messages. Thanks. Zero G told me to here, but I should. If I told you I'm living at Samuel's, huh? Well, that's where I am. It's different. I'll give it that much. Likely don't get pressured to hurt people here, so that's good. It smacks me around, even though I tell a lot of the the orcs and trolls want to. They get yelled at a lot and get called a lot of names, but I guess part of me making me feel bad about the kind of thing is part of pain. Life kind of sucks right now, but at least nobody's trying to make me kill anyone. Uncle D says it's going to get better, and maybe it will. I don't know. I want to say thanks for not killing me back at the humanities compound. I had a gun on you, so you totally could have, but you didn't, and I'm really glad about that. Get back. Sweet. Humor to life. Maximum pace appears. Broad grin, and you hear the sound of celebration in the background. Hey there, muscle. No talk gave me the right address, but it was worth a shot. I don't know if you heard, but our favorite political club got hit from all sides by the F-State today. It was glorious. Anyway, just wanted to share on the good news, and thanks for the help back there. I think we made it out there without you. Take care, Count Zero. Stand the image fades, you myself back in your inbox. DVD. Here's some background noise and ambient. Alright. Mallet return, back in line. Well, Count Zero, I want to tell you I've made some limited success in working on the stack of DVDs. It's a thorny problem, but at least I'm making some headway. If you look at the table behind inside your DVD player, you'll find others recovered discs. I won't salvage all the files on it, but I think you'll might find what I didn't recover to be of interest. For my part, I'm going to continue working the other DVDs. To tell the truth, I wouldn't hold out much hope, though. They're all pretty damaged and suffering from disc rot besides. I'll be in touch. My best to you and your team. Alright. Let's talk to Paul. Amsel calls over his shoulder at the sound of your approach. His eyes are glued to the computer's display. Count Zero from Buller should be on her way, but before you go to the meeting site, I have news. He glances at you, his words trailed off. Seeing the impression in her face, Amsel's voice becomes grave. It can wait. Tell me what's happened. We are being hunted. We'd be told we would expect something like this might happen. I'm glad that you made it out alive. The attackers dropped this. Yes, should be able to extract some information from this. Give me a moment. Plugs the PD in his computer and goes to work. A few moments later, he lets out a grunt of dismay. Before the Count Zero, I'll be able to recover a file, but unfortunately, that's all I'll ever be able to pull off this thing. Although anyone will, truth be told. It was running some sort of counter-intrusion software. The instant that I gained access, it bricked itself. I absolutely connected to use this PD and drops it to the ground. He clatters to the rest of the middle floor. Oh, what'd you get? Com file. The audio's all here, but it looks like we've only got video from one side of the conversation. Let's see what we have. He opens the file, and a nightmarishly familiar face appears on the screen. Bachmeyer. The voice bouts out from Amstel speakers, filling the room. Aldrin here. What's your status? Bachmeyer's image is gargled with voice sound young and eager. Target acquired, sir. You're right. We spotted him on the U-Bahn, just like you said, probably on his way to a job. If per your instructions, we're going to try and take him on his way back. He'll be more vulnerable that way. Hopefully injured and low on ammo, too, but only time will tell. Good man. Proceed as instructed. Will do. Cosman is rigging up an ambush spot now. We'll try to make it quick. Send me a call when the job is done. Aldrin out. The screen dies. Amsel turns to face you. Well, our scarred friend makes an appearance. Count Zero, I suspect that Green Winter's predictions are coming true. I believe that Fierce is behind this. When Amsel's patent interior, you can feel a worry with eating him. Be on your guard, you and the rest of your team. You made it through this attack relatively unscathed, but next time you might not be so lucky. I've got a name to the face. That's all we have. I was saying when you first walked in, I've been productive as well. I was able to uncover some new evidence in your absence, and coincidentally enough, the evidence pertains to our scarred friend. I recall that I said I dig into Aldrin's skin baths? Well, I did. And this research is finally borne fruit. One of my contacts outside Berlin handles the paperwork for private hospitals all across Germany. It's a dull, boring job, but it does have its perks. I was pulled the final screen, a biomedical check pops up. It turns out our scarred friend's skin grafts were performed at a legit hospital after all. What do they say? Well, the other item identifying information, our friend's name is Max Musterman, the local from John Doe. They do cover his injuries in great detail. Extensive, 2 broken ribs and a shattered pelvis. He has sustained 3rd-degree burns over 6 of his body. We've all suffered from acute radiation poisoning. His body absorbed over 5,000 millisieverts of ionizing radiation, a lethal dose without treatment. Information is up to this point. He was treated discharged. What happened afterward remains a mystery. Your thoughts holding back, nothing back. I'd like to hear everything comes to mind. Time to sock, so he points to have his own. Agreed. That's a lot of exposure. Sort of basking in this globe and shield reactor. I don't know where he'd have absorbed that much ionizing radiation without spending time with the socks. Burns like a Dragonfire. I don't think that Aldrin is working for the Fire Ring. I believe that he is serving her. In the second DVD, he mentioned there's a cult with the socks that worship the Fire Ring. Disciples of the Cleansing Fire. The Aldrin belongs to this cult. That's bad news. Nothing more than just a zealot. Exactly. How things can be bribed or reasoned with. The pawn can be liberated. But if the fire-winged soldiers look upon her as a goddess figure, something sort of killing her will deter them, and that might not even stop them. So it seems possible that Audron is a dragon cultist. That seems to fit with most of the information we've covered. ID. I'll look at an ID, or they have the grid, or something's covered for him. Indeed, if Audron were dense in the socks, like Glowpunk, his lack of identifying information would make sense. A working theory at any rate. Summed up, Audron probably spent time with the socks. He possibly even lived there as a member of Flourish Finch's dragon cult, and he is after you. In my mind, it reinforces one fact. We need to find Valclair, and we can do it fast. Yep. Good, there's some reason to gather Alice's fee as quickly as possible. But we have it, Val Mueller has arrived. Best luck at the meeting, Counselor. Remember, this is urgent. We need that money. Alright. Let's at least take the briefing for this run. I was doing some checking to see what's going on with, or figure out which run this is. Okay, so I have to complete these story missions before I proceed. This is the story sequences before proceeding. Cozy smoke confines of Cafe Civi gets cited from Mueller. Here's him to provide described to her a bright-looking woman of Aztelaner, meaning Mexican. Descent, with coffee-colored skin and dark wavy hair. Everything about her is a corporate executive, from her expensive-looking suit to her tastefully understated makeup. She's obviously nervous and hiding it well. Sides with you and hesitates only slightly before speaking. That's her, I presume. Hera Amsel told me I can meet you here. It's lying. It's a job for me. Yes, I do. In truth, I'm in desperate need of your help. What do you need, Frau Mueller? You know, obviously, but I have been told this is how you people do business. From my accent, you've straightens her seat and tries on a smile. Hangs on there for a second, then fades away. She sighs. By accent, you moved on further than Aztelaner. Further, you may guess who I work for. You're an Azzy. Company over a decade. In that time, I've worked on a number of projects. From the innocuous to the obscene, my hands have touched it all. Never once did I question the wisdom of research. Never once did I consider the whistle of my employers. My nose down, worked hard, and excelled the task set before me. Go on. Last month, I was transferred here from my home in Tenochtitlan. That'd be modern Mexico City. He told me that an employee of my caliber is needed in Berlin, and I'd be working on a project with wide-reaching applications. Details given his name with the project, Bloodline. That doesn't sound good. Looks in the eye at first time, but you can see the cracks in her composure. The woman is doing a good job of hiding it, but deep down, she's terrified. I've seen many terrible things in my life. Count Zero. In Tenochtitlan, blood magic is commonplace. Take a moment to imagine what that means. In the gun markets, people are bought and sold as chattel. Street children are rounded up and bled like lambs. I witnessed all these things by the age of 12. Seeing the things changes you, makes you numb, but I found here makes it worse. This project horrifies me. It must be stopped. What do you know? The you know the better for both of us. You just have to trust me on that. There aren't any use. You only know that it is evil. That is not a word I use lightly. Alright. The job no one entails. Of course not. Your job won't be simple. I want you to bring the building down. The computers, the research data, the mages, the scientists are working to bring about this abomination. I want them, all of them burned to ash and buried in rubble. No compromise and no exceptions. I'm sure you have any questions. I'm not in the habit of thinking Shadowrunners. The truth, I spent the majority of my career living in fear of you people. What do you mean, you people? I'm an elf. You know that you're the ones who can get this done. What else we know? It'll be a big decision. Building security. Tight. In addition to this, our team taking out a knight-errant high-threat response team contract to protect the building. Corporate doesn't seem to mind contracting a competitor for emergency response services. That gives you some indication as to the uniqueness of the project. Aside from the mage's security and the civilians, anyone who doesn't know, none of us are innocent. Conscience reports only personnel and be authorized to be on site will be security and senior members of the research team. And that seems legit. Looks like we're to be competent Decker. So generators and safeguards in place to prevent them from overloading. If you have power spikes, the sign shuts itself down. So desirable the safeguards. Temperature extend distance, explosion will be quite catastrophic. Why can't you tell Paul? Meet you in person, look in your eyes, and see the man behind the name. Now they know for sure you're the one I need. Or the one that I want. Do-wop, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sorry. Talk compensation. 36K. Legit. Take the job. Steal. Usually, if somebody says as technology is doing something super shady, it's legit. Lives and you know. Sure, like Monica Schaefer's replacement. Good. You look the part. Business. My organization would like to retain your services in the future, but first we're going to try one, an addition of sort to prove you're up the job. One more side quest. Trial and satisfaction after your variety of simple tasks. All these will be achieved in the course of your everyday business. You won't need to go out of your way or expose yourself to such unnecessary risk. Please be rewarded handsomely, and there'll be bonus if you finish them all. Let's pay for the edition. 1,500. We'll only complete the satisfaction. Legit. Anything worth knowing in Germany, including the small pond, is Berlin. Sure. I need to make some money. Ailshire. Where's Eurocom? Working for pro-corporate extremists. During the fund exchange pays by a corporate called Berlin. Need to find proof. Can arrange for you with assistance to plan surveillance devices in an apartment. Could be. Best of luck. Two more side quests. Alright, the job. Detail of the facility, but information is built up. Just trying to clean up the building. Extraordinarily well guarded with the building project in the oddities have been recognized to defend it. Controlled by Azzy's internal security personnel. Plus security contracts. Our doors out. I should say so. Developer. The firmware upgrades for con systems meant to be weaker than technologies. Further. They store an offsite hard copy of every firmware update developed for data security purposes. Hit the office from Decare National and replace disappeared slag in the interim. I'll have the hard copy of their update replaced the compromised version. The lives compromised version pushed to Night Errant. Hit the Aztec facility. I'll be able to track Night Errant via their comlinks. Hit OTK first. So we have a bunch of jobs lined up now for additional cash. So that seems like a good place to wrap up the session. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And if you really like what I do, please consider backing my Patreon at patreon.com/count0r. Our Patreon backers get access to edited episodes of my various streams of my Let's Plays up to a week in advance, along with various spin-off and tie-in reviews for, the stuff I'm working on. Prose reviews, edited on-camera video reviews, all that fun stuff. I have a video review for Shadowrun Returns Dead Swan Switch scheduled to go up in January. In addition to my shows like, Legend of the Force and Nintendo Power Retrospectives and all the other fun stuff. No stream this coming Sunday, the 16th. I'm going Christmas tree hunting. So no Super Robot Wars then, but we will still have our regularly scheduled Shadowrunning on the following Wednesday. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all later. See you in the shadows, my friends.